Karanbir Cheema, known as Karan, suffered a serious allergic reaction at school after being chased with cheese, St. Pancras Coroners Court heard. He died just before midday after going into anaphylactic shock at William Perkin Church of England High School in Greenford, London, on June 28 last year. The court heard the 13-year-old was severely allergic to wheat, gluten, dairy, eggs and nuts, and was also asthmatic and had eczema. By the time paramedics arrived at his school, he was already unconscious, had broken out in hives, and was gasping for air, the court heard. Paramedic Kierin Oppatt, one of the first on the scene, told senior coroner Mary Hassell, "On arrival at the scene I immediately knew it was life-threatening and that the patient had a high risk of going into cardiac and respiratory arrest." "We were told by school staff that perhaps someone had chased the patient with cheese and had proceeded to throw it down his t-shirt." He said the boy had an allergic reaction, was itchy and his skin was very hot, as well as having trouble breathing. Staff had administered 2 spoons of Piriton, an epipen, and given him his inhaler, the paramedic said. Mr. Oppatt had to call for help because Karan had gone into cardiac and respiratory arrest, so he returned to his ambulance telling them, "I required the assistance of an advanced paramedic and additional crews at the job." He then returned to help his colleague and said, "I was in the process of drawing up inter-muscular adrenaline when I was informed by my colleague that Karan had stopped breathing." The pair began to perform CPR on Karan, gave the schoolboy adrenaline, and used a defibrillator while they waited for backup to arrive. Karan was taken to Great Ormond Street Hospital, where he died 10 days later on July 9. Another boy, also 13 at the time, was later arrested on suspicion of attempted murder but has not been charged. Detective Sergeant Christian Rodgers, while going through a list of potential witnesses with the coroner ahead of the full inquest, said the person involved is no longer at the school. Karan's mother, Rina Cheema, a qualified accountant, his 2 brothers and sister were at court today. Earlier it was reported the 13-year-old Manchester City fan even had his own fridge and microwave at the home he shared with his mother and grandfather.